The Ecoforestry Institute Society has an exciting opportunity to reunite an adjoining 6 acres with Wildwood Ecoforest. Here's why this old growth forest with ecosystems that are hundreds of years old is so important.
The 6 acres we're standing in right now used to be a part of Wildwood, and Merv actually lost this little chunk. And we're in the process of trying to get this back right now. This 6 acres is really important to us. It probably has some of the very, very best representative old growth Doug fir that we have at Wildwood. But not only that, it's actually part of this watershed that extends from the top of the 6 acres all the way down to Quesnel Lake. This is the upper part of the watershed. This is the piece that becomes really critically important to what we do. If you look around this forest, you'll not only see a great number of these old Doug fir veterans, you'll see an understory that has an incredible amount of diversity in it. On the forest floor we have moisture absorption, and that absorption is in the soil, it's in these big nursing logs that we have, and because we do have that full canopy up top, we have a much cooler sort of climate down below here. If you work from the bottom up and look at the understory that we have here, we're starting with a very, very rich growth site. So what we're seeing popping up in the understory is stuff like this sword fern. That tells us that this is rich soil. We've also got this beautiful moss underlay and the salal. And that tells us a lot about the site, but we've got a fully intact ecosystem. And that becomes really important. These old guys are between 400 and 500 years old, maybe even older. We also have fully functioning forests. In other words, we've got a full canopy which is photosynthesizing. That tree is turning CO2 and sunlight into sugar, which is running down the entire stem and trunk of the tree. It's actually going into the soil itself, and it's actually feeding the fungi and the mycelium in the soil. The mycelium is in turn branching out throughout this forest floor and actually bringing back water and nutrients to the tree itself. So you have a mutually beneficial relationship between soil and anything that's actually photosynthesizing. Merv did have this property, and Merv had a pretty special way of sort of managing his land. I think the most important thing to understand about Merv is that he played in these forests when he was a kid and became quite attached to them. He bonded with them. So when he bought them in 1938, he had an interest in preserving a forest that he grew up in and grew to love.
The 6 acres is available to the Ecoforestry Institute Society until July 31st for $500,000. Please help us save this forest for now and for generations to come. This is your chance to become part of Wildwood's next chapter. For more information about donor levels and how to donate, please visit our website at www.ecoforestry.ca or contact us by email at admin@ecoforestry.ca.